Hey there, Greg Lewis, Orange Frog Photography. Today, I'm coming at you from our nation's capital. I've never been here before. It's my very first trip to DC. However, I'm here on business. So I don't have a lot of time to do any touristy stuff or sightseeing, but I've never seen anything here. So I wanted to come and I've got a few hours this evening and I've got a few hours tomorrow afternoon before I have to drive up to Baltimore. So I thought I'd really quick try to run out on the metro and see what I can see. Now, the reason I bring this up is I brought along my I didn't have a lot of room in my bag, so I brought along my Canon M50, which is by admission my vlogging camera, not my camera. I don't use this for stills like ever. And it's famously not a great stills camera. A lot of people say it's like a small, 80D. I had an 80D. An 80D was awesome. This is okay for video, but that's really about it. However, I do have the converter. See the converter? See the converter? I have the converter. So I brought my not too terrible Canon 24-105 F mount lens, which can now mount on here, more like that. So this lens and this camera, probably not a bad combo. It's been great for video, really, it has. I've done some professional stuff with this. But so we'll see how this does in our nation's capital as a stills camera. Let's go. Okay, I'm back in my kind of dank hotel room, and I have to say a couple things right off the bat. Don't wait until you're a 58-year-old man to come see our nation's capital. It's amazing. I mean, I didn't even get to see that much. I went out at about half an hour, maybe an hour before sunset, and the light wasn't that great, so I didn't really get to photographerly speaking, do that much, although I did get some really good sunset shots, like this one, like this one, like this one. It's an amazing, amazing place. So here's my quick story. I got off the the metro at McPherson, and I was walking along and I saw what I'm going to call Squirrel Park because it has an astounding amount of squirrels. I mean, it was a squirrel fiesta. I was overwhelmed with all this squirreldom going on. And it wasn't until I got pretty much through the park that I realized, oh yeah, there's the White House right there. It's in a very unassuming way. That was cool. I'd never seen that. About this camera. The sensor on this camera is fine and the lens is good. But as far as the usability of the camera, wow, I didn't really like it. And here's a few reasons why. One, it's only got one dial, right? And in the back, it's got this little D-pad. Now, with the proper camera, you're going to want to dial here for shutter speed and a dial in the back to really quick get through your f-stops. This only has one dial, so that's annoying. That's fine. You just put it on shutter priority or aperture priority and go along your way. Another thing that drives me insane about this camera is I like to use the eye thing, right? I like to look through the eye. I don't like to do this. I'm not part of the smartphone generation that likes to do this, especially if the light's bad, right? With my other camera and every other camera I've owned, you can make a single point of focus and you can focus and recompose, focus and recompose. It's simple. With this camera, for some reason, first of all, setting a back button focus is difficult because there's not really a back button to make the back button focus with. And so I just have to rely on its focus points or it's automatic, which no photographer is going to do. That'd drive you crazy because it never focuses on the thing you want it to focus on. But they do have a thing where you can put your finger on there, right, to track what it is. And so when it's up to your eye, you can put your finger back there. And that actually works better than you might think. I can actually put my finger there, focus, and then so I put it on the point that I want, and I push down half on the shutter, and then it focuses on what I want. But that is a fairly cumbersome thing to do for a couple reasons. One, getting my thumb back here works pretty well, but it's not as nice. This is fine. I got my thumb. Hello. And I get it on my nose and my eye, and it kind of works. It works pretty well, actually. But then having to get it to the spot you want and then think to push down the shutter halfway to compose, and then it doesn't really focus. It doesn't pinpoint focus. It focuses on the general area. Now, I haven't really delved into the manual. I just don't see a way. There's no settings that say just to do focus on one point, right? Usually cameras have, like in my 6D, it has a 6 or not, what, 9 or 11 or 12 focus points. You can select one of those with a D-pad and you focus, recompose, and move on. And it's quick and easy. But I wanted to get a quick shot with this, and I'm trying to do like this and put my thumb here and then get on the thing. That was not bueno. I did not like that at all. That's the single biggest problem I have with this camera. A couple niggly things. It just never seems very, it doesn't, you hear that? It feels like with the adapter on here, the lens never really feels like it's on tight. I feel like something's always going to fall off, but it is on, it works fine. The size of it, I love. It's perfect. But when you put a proper lens on it, it's pretty big. Nothing about this camera, other than its ability to do video yet, would make me bring this camera on a trip rather than my slightly larger Canon 6D. Nothing other than video. So I'm done with my work this morning, so now I get all afternoon to hang out in Washington, D.C. Looking forward to that, whatever happens with my camera. And then tonight I'll be driving into Baltimore. At the Baltimore, the weather's supposed to be crappy, and I only have a few hours before my flight after work. So I don't know if any picturing is going to go on there, but I'll let you know. So stay tuned. Okay, so here I am in the shadow of the Lincoln Memorial, which I've not yet been in and very excited to go into. Anyway, I'm still not loving this. I would rather just have my camera. That's a camera and not a whatever this is, this gadgety thing. I just want a camera where I can hit the focus point, focus, recompose, take the shot, hear the ever comforting sound of a mirror going shick, shick, instead of the that this makes, but that's personal preference. All right, so anyway, I'm going in there. By the way, top tip if you're in Washington, D.C., don't wait till you're right outside the Lincoln Memorial to get your lunch, because that's not a good place. Go get it over there in town. So anyway, I'm heading over there, so let's go. Okay, so right I'm now at the other end of the National Mall in front of the Capitol building. From now on for travel, I'll just be sticking with my normal cam on Canon 6D. This little camera is not good for anybody who wants to take advantage of their photography skills. I guess it's good for point and shoot, and if you don't really know what you want to focus at and just let it focus on whatever it wants to focus on, that's great, but I can't really say I recommend it for anything besides that. So final word, great vlogging camera, but not a great stills camera, even for travel with a small little body. Hey, that's Greg Lewis, Orange Vlog Photography. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and make comments, snarky or otherwise, and let me know what you think, and have a great day. So long.